So this is how the chart of accounts will look like. You have the account code, the account name, the account type. Okay. So under this account type, you say uh, you look at the elements of the financial statement. Is it an asset? Is it a liability? Is it part of equity? Is it an expense? Or is it what? Is it a liability or revenue? Okay. Or income, right? And then you have the description. Okay. So here's how your chart of accounts will look like. So you have the code, the account code. So in the system, the moment you type this, let's say in QuickBooks, you type this figure here, okay, automatically it will give you these details. Okay, it will say, oh, this account's name is what? Is cash, it's under asset. The description of this account will be money in the bank and petty cash. Okay. Then we have this other account, accounts receivable, 1100. Oh, this is an asset. And what's the description? Amounts owed by customers. Okay. If I go down, let's say you select this account, 5500. Oh, this is depreciation expense. Okay. What is the account type? It is an expense, a revenue expense. That means it's an expense or an item under the income statement, right? What's the description? It says allocation of equipment cost. All right. So here I want to show you something. We have how many categories do we have? We have assets one, liability two, equity three, income four, and expense five. All right. So look at the codes. You also see that when I highlight these assets only, you find that all these assets are starting with what? One, okay? Or that under that, 1000, okay? So cash is what? Is 1000, accounts receivable, 1100, inventory, 1200. So that's the first category. The second category, if I highlight only liabilities, um, you find that we have the 2000s. Okay. So accounts payable, amounts owed to suppliers, we have 2000. Number two, 2100, 22, 2200 or 2200. So that's the second category. The third category, let me highlight only the equity. Okay. So if I highlight only the equity, what am I getting? 3000, that's owners capital. That's the capital the owners of the business put into the business. Number two, we have retained earnings. That is 3100. You find that they are all starting with what? Threes. So it's what? It's also another category. The any chart of accounts you find, no matter how big the organization, no matter how small the organization, this is how you find the chart of accounts. It's organized, it's structured. It's organized in a certain way that you can easily see what is happening, right? So all the equity transactions will be under what? 30,000. And then the revenue or the income transactions, all these will come under what? Under that category of the 4,000s. You find that sales revenue, the code is 4,000. Service revenue, the code is what? 41,000. So all the transactions to do with income start with what? 4. And also, last but not least, let's look at the expense category. So the expense category, let me give it this color. Which color will I give it? Okay. Okay, I give you this color, blue. Okay. You also find that all accounts under expense, they start with what? 5. So all 5,000s. Okay. If you're adding another expense, like let's say there's already rentals, let's say um fuel, fuel or transport cost. Okay. So what do? You add the code here. You find that this one is 5,000, 5,100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. So using this, you can comfortably say that the next account code should be what? Should be 57 or rather 5,800. And here it will be what? It will be an expense. Okay. And you say what? Transport what? Um Operating or fuel or transportation what? Transportation cost. So this is how the your chart of accounts will look like. Quickly, let me show you how a chart of accounts look like when you go to QuickBooks Online. Okay. Let me show you how a chart of accounts will look like when you go to QuickBooks Online. So, if you go to I'm in QuickBooks. So if I select where's the path? If I go to reports, standard reports, okay, okay, transactions, okay. Under transactions, you go to chart of accounts. Okay, so it's generating. So uh, this is your chart of accounts. Okay, but this is not coded. It's work in progress, right? So this is where you get your chart of accounts under QuickBooks, right? But it's work in progress. Yeah. For now, let me stop there. Thank you.